Forrest Hartman, our favorite movie critic here, talking about what's hitting theaters this weekend. Thank you for coming in.
Great to be back, as always. And the film I was most interested in checking out this weekend is Dr. Sleep, because it is a sequel to the 1980 horror classic, The Shining. And The Shining is one of those movies that I've personally talked to many people that said it was one of the first psychological horror films that really got inside their head and stuck with them.
Yeah, it's on a lot of people's top 10 lists.
Absolutely.
So, what did you think of this one?
Well, unfortunately, Dr. Sleep being a sequel has big shoes to fill, and I don't think it quite fills them. And I think comparisons are natural, because you don't make a sequel to a film like that, especially so many years later, without people having very high expectations. There are things that I really like about this film, and there are things that I don't like so much about it. So I think it's kind of one of those middling movies.
Is this a good continuation of the story, do you think?
It is and it isn't. So the story, for people who may not remember The Shining, it's about a caretaker at a remote facility in the Rockies who is haunted by demons, and it's played by Jack Nicholson. Actually goes and tries to kill his family. Exactly. There's a 5-year-old boy in that film, Danny, his son, who experiences all of this, who has psychic capabilities. This is Danny's story, told many years later, played by Ewan McGregor, who's very good. Unfortunately, I think director Mike Flanagan is more concerned about hitting touchstones from the original movie than simply telling Danny's story. And that's where it breaks down.
Now, if you haven't seen the original, which I know most people have, but if you haven't seen it, would you understand this movie?
I think you could go in without having seen the original and play catch-up pretty quick, because director Mike Flanagan references the original film so many times. I think you will enjoy it more if you've seen the original, or maybe not, because some of those references, looking back at the earlier film, feel real forced to me, which is one of the problems, right? Anytime you feel like, hey, the director wants us to go here now, instead of just following the characters, you're like, there's a problem with that film.
Okay, and then real quick, 1 out of 10, what'd you think?
I think I'm going to give it a 6. Moments I liked, but I wouldn't be in a hurry to spend my money on it.
Sounds like Forrest is saying you can wait this to come out on streaming or on video.
Good choice.
Thanks for coming in, Forrest.
All right, guys.